Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday, December 16th. Here's what's happening. Police are confirming the gunmen in the Bondi Beach mass shooting had ISIS flags in their car. Speaking at a Tuesday news conference, the New South Wales Police Commissioner, Mal Lanyon, also said there were IEDs in the vehicle.
We continue to work through the motive of this tragedy, and we'll continue to do so. And I think it's really important that our investigators continue to be given time to do that.
Pope Leo is calling for prayers for the victims in Sunday's terror attack against that Jewish community in Australia. At least 15 people were killed and dozens injured when two gunmen opened fire on the beach. The Holy Father also asked for prayers for all those suffering from war and violence. A long-running legal fight over the federal contraceptive mandate is heading back to court as the Little Sisters of the Poor seek to restore religious exemptions first adopted in 2017. The Catholic Order has twice prevailed at the Supreme Court, which ruled that religious objectors must be protected and that the federal government had the authority to grant broad exemptions. However, a federal judge struck down those exemptions in August, citing procedural flaws under federal administrative law. Attorneys for the Little Sisters are now asking for an appellate court to reverse that ruling, arguing the exemptions were already upheld by the Supreme Court and should end the dispute. The case centers on whether religious employers can be compelled to provide coverage that violates their moral beliefs. United Airlines has settled a lawsuit with a former flight attendant who claimed he was fired for expressing Catholic views on marriage and sexuality. Ruben Sanchez of Alaska said the airline investigated his social media after a passenger reported a private conversation with a fellow Catholic coworker. He alleged United cited a small number of posts among more than a decade of online activity before terminating his employment. Sanchez sued United and his union for wrongful termination with legal assistance from the social media platform X, which helped broker the settlement. Most settlement terms remain confidential, and United has not commented on the case. And a new Pew Research Center study finds that most Americans still identify with the religion they were raised in, though more than a third have left. Among Catholics who remain in the church, about half say the faith fulfills their spiritual needs, with belief in church teachings and a sense of meaning also cited as key reasons for staying. The study shows people raised in highly religious households are far more likely to remain in their childhood faith. Those leave most often cite loss of belief, drifting away, or feeling religion is no longer important in their lives. Pew also found that religious switching usually happens at a young age, with most changes occurring before age 30. And that's the news this morning. I'm Matthew Handley.